Is the Samsung Galaxy S25 FE mobile phone good for heavy gaming? In this video, we are going to find out that. I'm going to play games continuously for one full hour on this mobile phone to test how well it handles gaming performance, followed by temperature readings on the display side, back side, and even the battery drain. So, if you are planning to buy this mobile phone mainly for gaming, this video is a must watch before you make your purchase. These are the games that I'm going to play for a couple of minutes each. I have also enabled the highest refresh rate on the screen and placed a timer on another mobile phone for full transparency. Before we start gaming, here are the initial stats. The battery is at 100%. The maximum temperature on the display side is 30.6 degrees Celsius, while on the back it's 30.2 degrees Celsius. The first game I'm playing is BGMI. And one more thing, I'm playing every single game at the maximum settings supported by this mobile phone. So if you play at lower settings, the temperatures and battery drain will change significantly. For the first game, these are the graphic settings that I'm using. I'm fast forwarding every game because you came here for the results, not the gameplay. If in case you want to see the actual gameplay, you can change the playback speed in YouTube settings. This Samsung S25 FE comes with the Exynos 2400 chipset, which is built on a 4 nanometer process. Actually, this is last year's flagship chip from Samsung. So I'm expecting very good performance along with a balanced combination of battery backup and heat management from this chip. While playing this game, I didn't notice any issues or frame drops overall. Yes, it did get a little warm, but it was not overheating. One more thing, I'm not using any back case on this mobile phone, so if you use a back case, the temperatures will definitely be higher than what I'm showing in this video. After some minutes of gameplay, the battery is now at 99%. Coming to the temperatures, on the front it is 37.1 degrees Celsius and on the back it is 36.5 degrees Celsius. As of now, the temperature is still under control. Let's see what happens after a few more minutes. The next game I'm playing is Shadow Fight 4. This game is also played at maximum graphics settings. I ordered the 128GB variant of this mobile phone. If you are planning to buy this device, I strongly recommend choosing at least the 256GB variant because the base model will not be very helpful even for 1 year. The storage fills up very fast. Next, one more thing, I'm using Wi-Fi for all these games to get a stable connection. If I use 5G in my area, sometimes it drops to 4G. In upcoming videos, especially during the battery drain test, I'll use only mobile data so you will get a better real world idea. Due to the highest graphics settings, the mobile phone got quite hot after playing this game. Coming to the battery now, it is at 96%. The temperature on the display side is 38 degrees Celsius and on the back side it has reached 37.5 degrees Celsius. Slowly the temperatures are increasing over time. The next game I'm playing is NFS No Limits. This game is also played at maximum graphics settings. The S25 FE comes with a bigger battery compared to previous generations. Now we get a 4900 mAh battery, which is decent according to present standards. These days mobile phones are coming with the latest battery technology called silicon carbon, where brands are offering huge 6000 mAh, 8000 mAh, and recently Honor even launched a phone with a 10,000 mAh battery, which is honestly mind blowing. Coming back to this game, this also ran pretty well. I didn't notice any frame drops or glitches throughout the gameplay. Next, the battery now is at 94% and we have crossed the 30 minutes mark as well. The temperature on the display side has reached a maximum of 36.1 degrees Celsius and on the back side it is 35.3 degrees Celsius. The next game I'm playing is Free Fire Max. This time I'm not playing Call of Duty because Free Fire, Call of Duty and PUBG all fall under a very similar gaming experience category. Even in this game, I didn't notice any touch issues or glitches. The phone handled it very smoothly. Now the battery is at 92%. Coming to the temperatures, on the display side it is 37.7 degrees Celsius and on the back side it is 37.1 degrees Celsius. If you observe closely, the temperature varies from game to game depending on the graphic complexity. Next, I'm going to play the heaviest games in this entire list. The first one is Modern Warships. This is a very graphics intensive game. Let's see how the temperatures and battery behave after this. Alright, this game also ran perfectly, but the overall mobile phone became quite hot. Coming to the battery, it is now at 88%. The temperature on the display side is 39.9 degrees Celsius and on the back side it is 38.9 degrees Celsius. The phone frame became very hot, especially on the top half where the camera module is located. The bottom section was comparatively cooler. The final game in our list is Genshin Impact. This game also I'm playing at highest graphic settings. However, it is limited to 60 FPS, which you can clearly observe on the screen. Till now, apart from the temperature increase, the battery backup has been very solid on this mobile phone and the chipset deserves appreciation here. I thought this phone would easily cross 40 degrees Celsius much earlier, but it only reached that point after extended continuous gameplay, which most users won't normally do. After playing this game for a few more minutes, we completed the 1 hour continuous gaming mark. Coming to the battery, it is now at 85%. Considering that all these games were played at maximum graphics, the battery performance is very impressive in my opinion. Now coming to the temperatures, on the display side it is 41 degrees Celsius. Yes, it finally crossed the 40 degrees Celsius mark. On the back side it is 40.2 degrees Celsius. So overall, the final verdict for gaming on this mobile phone is that it is very good. It can easily handle heavy games without any glitches or issues. However, if you play continuously for more than 30 to 40 minutes, the temperatures will definitely increase and cross 40 degrees Celsius, especially if you are using the phone without a back case. If you're a casual or medium gamer playing for about 20 to 30 minutes in a single session, this mobile phone can easily handle that and you won't find overheating issues either. One more thing worth mentioning is after this 1 hour of intensive gaming, I kept the mobile phone idle for just 10 minutes and the temperatures returned to normal levels, which is very impressive. So finally, yes guys, this mobile phone is capable of handling games, but I wouldn't recommend it for hardcore gamers who play for 2 to 3 hours in a single sitting. Comment below and let me know what do you think about this mobile phone's gaming capabilities. Also, let me know whether you are a casual, medium or hardcore gamer. Check out the related videos of this mobile phone from here and don't forget to check the comment section and description box for more surprises. Thanks for watching and subscribe if you haven't done it, and I'll see you again in another video.